Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the planet. I just want to reach out and say hello and welcome to Ignite Humanity Live. I'm your host, JB Owen, and I'm super happy to have you here because it's Friday. So Friday means fabulous and phenomenal and ferocious and full of fun. That's right. We're going to have a lot of fun on Friday because we're talking about ways to ignite humanity. That's right. We all need to be thinking about how to ignite humanity. This show is all about how you can actually, I love to say this to people, get up off the couch and decide you're going to do something to ignite humanity in your life, in your family, and in your community. And it just starts with one person. Each and every one of us, the ability, the power, and the capabilities to make something happen in our lives that's going to ignite us, and that's going to ignite someone else. It's an inside job. It starts right here. You focus on you, and then that expands outward to encourage other people to do the same. And so we all have to be focused on how we can be the best versions of ourselves and how we can make a difference so that in truth, the world, our future, all the generations to come, we actually have things to hope for, things to work towards, and bringing us closer together. And how do we do that? Well, it's by sharing unique stories, getting to know people on a different level other than just what you see on Facebook or what they put on their website. Truly getting to understand people and hearing their story and hearing their plight and the things that they have been through helps us feel connected to one another. In fact, something is going on in the brain that makes you feel connected to people when you hear their personal story. And so we bring people together on this show to talk about some of the things that they've been through and then some of the ways that they've been ignited to do something different, to be a victim of a story, but to be the hero. And that hero, that journey, that discovery that they've taken is actually inspiring to us. And on a cellular level, it changes us and motivates us to say that if they can do it, I can do it too. And so I want to help you feel ignited and inspired today. Fridays are all about connections. So we're talking about different ways for you to connect with self, connect with family, connect with others, and how you can grow connections. And we've got a great guest that's going to be talking about some of the things that she's up to and how to grow connections. Now, if this is your first time here, well, welcome. And if you want to know everything that we're up to, check out our website, ignitehumanity.live. You can see what we're up to there. All the things that we're doing to ignite humanity. We're building schools, we're doing a book, we're doing a movie, a docuseries, and all kinds of fun things to help you feel very impacted by your ability to ignite humanity. And we even have one more amazing thing. That's right, we have an incredible Ignite Humanity magazine. We're super excited to launch our Ignite Humanity magazine, and you can go check it out at ignitehumanity.live/library. And what's so cool about this magazine? Well, we call it a video mag because every single article in the magazine was deemed for one of our episodes. And the cool thing is that article is the encapsulated fabulous tidbits and points that was derived from that interview, and it is shared in article form. Now, in addition to that, we have embedded the video from the interview that the article written, making it a video mag. Something really cool. Nobody else is doing it, but each and every page has the article along with the link. So if you go to ignitehumanity.live/library, you can check out everything that we're doing with the Ignite Humanity magazine. And right now, the magazine is free. So go check it out. All right, well, let's get to our guest because we want to talk about connections. Natasha Ray is a woman of the earth who excels at growing and learning every single day. As a mother of four, she expands her understanding of life through monumental life journeys that have brought her to this very day where she uses these experiences to help heal and set others free. She wants everyone to know they are loved and truly never alone, no matter what life may feel like. All right, well, let's welcome Natasha to the show. Come on in, girl. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you here.
Thank you so much. I'm so thrilled to be here.
And we are thrilled to have you because we know that your story and your message is going to reach somebody directly. There's somebody listening right now that needs to hear your story, and your words are going to touch them. So thanks for being here so much. Well, let's get started. Let's talk a little bit about the things that are really passionate for you. The whole show is about igniting humanity. Is there something that you do every day to help what you feel is making an impact on the planet?
Every day I wake up, I pray, and I always make sure I ask that I can reach those who need to be reached. So, on my heart, I believe that one of the reasons I'm here is that nobody is left behind. So, I always want to make sure that I'm reaching out where I'm supposed to. If somebody needs me, as long as I make sure my well stays filled, to reach out to people in order that they know that they are not left behind, that they are seen, that they are heard, and that they are valuable.
We have a similar message. I say that all the time at Ignite Publishing. We publish books and stories. And I always say nobody gets left behind, no matter where you are, your skill set, your language, your communication, your gender, your age, your economics. It doesn't matter. Nobody gets left behind. Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be heard, and every single person matters. So I love that you echoed that because it is a really important sentiment. Is there a way that you feel most allows people to feel seen? Because some people don't feel seen. Is there something that you could share with our viewers?
I will, and it may not be for everybody, the things that I do. So just keep that in mind, It's like the stunts, that they say, be careful, don't do this at home. But, I'm the woman that when somebody's pulled to the side of the road, even though we have cell phones this day, I always pull over, whether I stop and get out or give a thumbs up to make sure that they're okay. I see you. That's how I let them know. Many times I've picked up people that are walking, even in my small town. I make sure that, when I'm walking or I'm driving, that if I see somebody, I smile at them. We forget how important a smile is. It can actually change somebody's day and life. I remember hearing a story about a gentleman who wrote a letter in New York, and he said that if one person said hi to him from his apartment to the bridge, that he wouldn't jump off the bridge. He actually did jump, which is sad. But the thing is, it's a lesson to learn that if we say hi, if we smile, that's sometimes the only thing a person needs or wants to want to be here and to want to be ignited to just keep going. So I just make sure that I pay attention to my surroundings. If I see somebody that's crying, if I see somebody that looks upset, even if somebody that's joyful, I just make a hello or I give them a hug, and just make sure that they understand that they're seen and that they're loved.
Yeah, it is so important. I know recently I was on a plane and we were all still wearing our masks. And I went to smile at someone and then caught myself. I said, well, don't smile. I can't see you're smiling with behind your mask. But I still smiled and they saw my eyes. They saw it in my eyes and they smiled back. Even though they were wearing their mask, I also felt them smile. And so, a smile is like vibrational. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Yeah, this vibration comes when you smile with people and you give them that acknowledgement. I know there's other things that you love to do because you're one of those people, and I've learned about you as I've got to know you. You really, truly care about people, and showing people that you care actually makes them feel valued. Talk a little bit about that.
So I've actually, over the last years, I've gotten a lot of messages from kids from high school, from situations even a decade ago, where I jumped into action in situations where, maybe they were being bullied or something was happening in their lives. And I took that step forward and I was bold and courageous. And I just made sure that they were seen. And that's something that's lasting 10, 15, 20 years now in those people's lives. So, for me, my ignite moment was being born. I was ignited when I was born to be somebody to change the love in humanity, to carry the love, what I believe of God, to every person that I come across. I don't always get it right. But I every single day. And, it is something that is very important to me. Whether I got to say sorry at the end of the day, or I just got to say, I love you at the end of the day. I'm always making sure that I'm extending the love from my heart onto another so that they understand that they're loved. Oh, it makes me want to cry just knowing that, even if you reach one person a day, it can impact the entire world, because that one person could be going into a building full of people. That one person could be going home to their children. And because you've impacted them, it's changed the trajectory of their life so that whatever they do to those around them are now impacted. Love is very powerful.
So well said, because even when you think about mathematics and the law of probability, if you say hello to 10 people, you're going to make an impact to at least one of them. But if you just say hello or to one person, the chances are you might not impact that one person, and then you give up, and then, you don't increase the probabilities. So I like what you said. Say hello, be kind, show that you care to as many people as possible, and it absolutely creates a ripple effect. Now, part of the show is really talking about ways for us to have a heartfelt connection, and we do that through partly sharing our stories. I know you have a story that you would love to share with people because you can be a leader and a beacon for them.
Yes. Wow, my story. I have a certain amount of time. So I guess what I want to do is share the story that I think that I believe that will connect the most with people where they're at. I was born in a small town. I was raised sort of in a religion that didn't really function well for me. I grew up in some alcoholism, those kinds of things that made life very difficult. There was a lot of love around me. There was a lot of trauma around me. I was always a little girl who wanted to bring peace to the world. I know it sounds like something, oh, everybody says it, but it was true. I always just, and to this day, I'm like, God, why is there so much violence? Why are these things? Like, why can't we all just get along, And so I still carry that heart for just wanting to see peace and love everywhere I go, and wanting other people to feel and know that peace, that I get to experience, because I think, what is having anything if you can't share it? So as a little girl, I grew up, there was a lot of pain, a lot of dysfunction. I tried to commit suicide. I was teased in school. I did a lot of things that were painful. I was the black sheep in the family. And so I didn't really fit in so much with any certain amount of groups. I was friends with all the groups because I couldn't make a way to just be with one. I wanted to love everybody. And so I grew up like that. The thing about being a light in the dark is that the darkness wants to get you, it sees you. And so I very much so have had to overcome many obstacles, in situations with men and things that have come down the family and abuse. But you know what? It never stopped me. And that's what I think is the most important thing. We can come with these painful situations, these things that come at us to take us out, to stop us from being love and light, but we can really just surrender that over and keep going. We need to always remember there is a beautiful, beautiful purpose for every single human being on this planet. Everybody's born for a reason, and we need every single one of you. We need you here because you have an impact, you have a gift, you have a love, you have a brightness, you have skills and talents that this world needs. We need you. So for me, it's just very much, growing up in a way that it was very painful, very hard, very abusive. But at the end of the day, that which was in me, that love, that purpose, it always came to the forefront. Sometimes it's embarrassing, some of the things I feel led to do sometimes by God. I'm like, ooh, I don't want to do that. But then I do it. And the impact it has on other people and the other person is so beautiful. I end up being blessed in it as well, because you see it touches a person. You see it impacts a person where they may have been, crying, and now they're smiling. A good example is I just went to pick up a table the other day, and it was a perfect timing that I ended up there. There was a young man standing outside, and he was smoking a cigarette. He was about my oldest son's age, and he looked a little upset, but I was like, whatever. And I went to get this table, and there was nobody to help me, and I was in all my dress clothes. I'm like, oh, this is not good. I heard the Lord say, offer him $20. So I drove by him, and I rolled my window. I'm like, yo, kid, can I pay you $20 to come help me load this table? And he's like, okay. So as he came, I just said, listen, how you doing? You doing okay? He's like, not really. And I said, oh, well, what's going on? He started to cry. He said, I want to go home. I miss my family. And then I kind of heard it was his girlfriend. So I said, oh, is it your girlfriend? And he said, yeah. And, I kind of just fed into that, like, what's going on? And just giving an ear and just giving a heart of love. And, we finished moving the table and everything. At the end, I said, listen, I'd love to pray for you. And I did. And I just said to him, you know what? I think something great is going to happen for you. And you know what? With a smile, he said, I hope so. So that to me is igniting humanity, picking up a burger. And, the other day I picked up a burger, an extra burger. And there was a girl sitting outside experiencing homelessness by my job. I just sat with her, gave her a burger, and I let her talk. I didn't know what she was saying. She was very high. But I placed my hand on her and I just said, I just bless you. You're just beautiful. And I just kept telling her she's beautiful. And I was so thankful to meet her. It's the things that we do in the quiet place. It's the things that we do when nobody can see that impact humanity, because we're not trying to make a difference because somebody knows or somebody sees. We are because it's our heart condition. And if you feel like that, but you're nervous or you're scared to do it, I just want to encourage you today that what's on the other side of that scared fear is a beautiful story of a life that can impact many. That is the change that changes our entire world. And I believe that. I believe that everything we do changes the world. You know, I had to come through things. I have 4 beautiful children. I have 5, including my daughter in love now. And so I just kept forging ahead, and to the point where doors have started to be open for me. So I've been able to now write 2 books. I'm on my 3rd book with Ignite with beautiful JB, and just, you know, like 30 some other amazing authors. And this is another thing about humanity, JB, that I believe it's like these opportunities. And I do want to just speak on that. I had a very hard time coming into this book. I had a hard time believing that I could overcome things, you know, financially, just different things. And the humanity of this group, the love of this group caused an ignition inside of me to know I could overcome, to level up to a new place where I was able to, even I wrote an email yesterday and I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right. I've just been educated. That's my word. Something new. I've gone through these processes where I've edited my book and I've learned new things. And I'm this new woman with more eloquent words, and I use them. So I think to change and to grow up in pain is really to just take opportunities. It's normally what I have found, the opportunities that are the hardest, the ones that are the hardest, the scariest to get into, the ones that you have to work the hardest to accomplish are the ones that bring the most lasting change. And that's kind of how I've lived my life. You know, here I am today. I have products now. I make health products from the earth. You know what I mean? You know, I have a jab tea and a conception tea, and I've got some skin oil I've made and some salves. And I'm now making a hair growth serum, which I'm excited about because everybody likes hair growth serums. You know, and so that's something I have my hand to, and I have my books, and I do a lot of coaching. And in my coaching, it's just really more people being able to express themselves and work through their own things with an ear of love. You know what I mean? Because really the things that you need are already inside of you. You just need somebody to believe in you, just somebody to listen and just to be there and just say, yeah, no, you got this, girl, guy, whomever, you got this. You can do this. And I'm learning that every day. I'm a lifelong learner, and I have to learn that every day as well. But I think in order to learn, we have to also engage. And when I engage with others, I learn and they learn. And that's how we grow. So really my story is just yes.
I just want to say, folks, was it just so awesome to let her share and express and go on? And I just let you go on, girl, because you were just doing amazing. Like, you were pulling it in, you were shining it bright. I just couldn't interrupt you because it was so beautiful the way you were sharing from your heart. I know that every single person that was listening was just like me, captivated, leaning in and feeling ignited. Like, you really poured into everyone who was listening. And folks, I hope you felt it, because Natasha was truly, you can tell it's coming from her heart. It's honest, it's authentic, it's real, and it truly makes an impact. Well done. I loved listening to you. Great story. And it's true, to put your hand on someone, to touch them, show a sense of touch and physical connection. And today's show is really about connection, is super important. And a lot of us, of course, we've been through COVID, so it was hands off for so long, but it's really powerful, the art of connecting with someone, just to hold their hand, just to touch their shoulder, to give them a hug. Even handshaking again when you meet somebody for the first time is so powerful. So I love that you shared that about just endearing towards somebody through physical touch. It's so, so valuable. So much yummy goodness. Okay, you got anything else you want to share?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, I just, you know, the main thing is coming out of the darkness and just heading into the light, whatever that looks like for you. You know, don't quit. You know, no matter how hard it's been, there is a glorious thing on the end of that tunnel. And you know, I'm a walking, talking girl of that. You know, here I am out of the darkness into the light. So if I can do it, you could do it too.
Absolutely. And the dark does never last forever. Like nothing lasts forever. You learn that in anything, everything is in change. Always it changes. And so when people feel like this is a dark time for me, or this is, I'm in a rut, or this is really difficult, I'm with you. Like it will change. It will evolve. It can't stay the same forever. So look towards the light. Look for the opportunities. I know that you have done that. You said that earlier, getting into this book. You really didn't focus on what wasn't working. You were truly focused on what you could make work. Talk about that.
Yeah. So, well, you had to deal with me. So that's part of it. God bless you for that.
Lovingly and enjoyably deal with you.
You had so much grace for me. So, really just coming into it, I didn't understand how important it was. I just knew that, sharing a faith story is always important. Sharing our faith is really a very important thing to me. It's part of why I'm here on the earth, I think. But definitely, even editing my story and having to kind of surrender a little bit to change and allowing that to flow was a little difficult at first. By the second time, it was a little easier. And then by the third with you, I was really open to learning, and there was certain little pieces where I'm like, no, I really need to keep that because that's really me. But having the compromise, and just same with everything else around it monetarily and my time to be in groups. There's been so much growth, just dealing with people, being open to people, connecting with people that all want to share the same love and the same in their own way, of course, because faith is different in different ways, but just being open to how everybody sees things and just being a part of that love and that group to overcome things and to rise up in it, So I told you, I made another book and the experiences were not the same. One other book I went through, and I did not learn a thing, but my book is out and I'm blessed for that. But I learned so many valuable things with Ignite Faith.
Thank
just
you.
from writing, from groups, from connections. So I highly recommend writing a book with you guys, so.
I thank you so much. Before we close, I want to just ask you, and we have about 2 more minutes, Ignite Humanity principles. One of them is instill true happiness and inner peace. And I know that whenever I talk to you, I know that inside of you is happiness. Yes, there are trials and tribulations. Yes, we all have struggles, and our life, butt up against all kinds of challenges all the time. But there's a part of you that I just feel that is so truly connected to happiness. Can you share with some people who are wondering, Natasha, how do you do it? How do you stay so uplifted? You give them some words of advice.
Well, every day when I wake up, I do pray. I'm a believer. So I get up and I pray. And I always say a thing. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad. And I pick the things that I'm thankful about. And I mean, I have some nights I don't sleep all night, and it doesn't matter. I get up and I say that every day because every single day is a gift. And I choose it to be that way. Some of it I think is supernatural, and some of it is just making the choice that no matter what's going on, to always just find a way to find goodness, thankfulness, gratitude in every day. If you every day get up and find at least 5 things, and I challenge you, get up and say, find 5 things that you're thankful for and do it every single day for like 4, 5, 6 days. It'll change your life. The other thing that will is I always look up. I never look down. If you look up, there is this thing in you that ignites and brings joy, And the last thing I do is I make sure that I always, especially when I'm in a bad place, do something for somebody else or put others before me, because there's something about helping others and giving to others that totally changes who you are inside.
Bravo! Ding, 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 ding. I wish I had the bell to ring because all of those things you said are absolutely fantastic, amazing. I so appreciate your wisdom and pouring into everybody today. Thank you so much for being on the show. You are a blessing and a gift, and I see you and I honor you, and I thank you for being exactly who you are.
Thank you.
All right. Well, as you can see, folks, it is infectious to have that kind of energy and happiness around you. And we encourage you just today, wherever you are, decide today you're going to be happy. You're going to see the benefits and the gratitude and the things that are working in your life. And it may be hard, but I can guarantee you, if you just decide to fine tune the lens a little bit, you can find some things to be grateful for. Grateful for your eyes that you can see, grateful for your ears that you can hear, grateful for your feet that you can walk forward. There are so many people that don't even have those things. Please be grateful. Grateful that your heart is beating and your digestion is working. Grateful that your lungs are breathing. Just start there. You have to. Grateful for the fact that you get to be where you are and you have the freedom to share or to speak or to get up or to have the aspirations to fulfill your dreams. These are things to absolutely be grateful for. And as Natasha shared, reach out, be kind, smile at somebody, make an effort, let them know that they matter. There are so many people in this world who don't feel seen or heard, or they don't feel like they belong or they're connected. If each and every one of us make an effort to reach out and let somebody know that you see them, that I see them, I see you, and you see them, we can make a huge difference in the way humanity treats one another. All right, if you love this show and you'd like to see it again, Natasha, fantastic. Go to ignitehumanity.life/watch, and you can see this episode and all the episodes we've done previously. This is an entirely free opportunity for you. We don't charge you anything. We don't retarget you. We don't go after you. This is my dedication to making sure that you have any one of the tools you need to ignite your life and ignite someone else's life. And if you'd like to know more, again, about what we're doing, go to our website, ignitehumanity.life. Or if you would like to share what you are up to and you want people to hear your message, I want to be someone to help you do that. Go to ignitehumanity.life/share and tell us about what you're up to. Fill out our type form and we will get back to you. And if you have somebody you know that's doing something amazing, fill out the type form for them and we will reach out and see if they're a good guest to be on the show, because I believe every single person has an ignite moment and every single person's story matters and every single person has something powerful to share. Your medicine and your story is somebody else's lifeline. And so make sure that you use your voice to share what you can. All right. Well, we're doing some phenomenal things. We're also igniting literacy. So please go check out our donation page where we're building schools overseas. Go to ignitehumanity.life/donate and you can be a part of our charity initiative. And of course, you heard it at the top of the show and you hear it one more time. Yes, we have created a new Ignite Humanity magazine. You can be one of our initial first subscribers, get the first issue absolutely free. Go to ignitehumanity.life/library and check out the episode because it has phenomenal, check out the issue because it has phenomenal episodes of all of our interviews with our first round of guests. Well, big hugs and kisses to you. Hope you're having a great day and may you be filled with Ignite moments. All right, take care.
Now, more than ever, we need to come together to connect with one another. We need to feel the truth in who we are and let go of everything that's happened in the past. We need to empower every person on the planet and awaken hearts, enliven souls, come together, laugh, play, rejoice, connect, create, and love. It's time to ignite humanity. We want you to be a part of something that will impact the future for everyone. We want you to tell your story, share your Ignite moment, show people who you truly are. Be a part of igniting humanity and making a difference in the world and all of our futures.